Okay guys, welcome. We're going to discuss some hot DeFi projects. All three of us are either the founder of a DeFi project in launch or currently running. So let's first start with some quick introduction. Marco, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm the founder and CEO of a new project called Ensuro. In Ensuro, we're creating a decentralized insurance that is targeting parametric product. So parametrics is a type of insurance that depends on public data from trusted sources. So an example of that is like hurricane insurance, flight delay, earthquake. So anything that can rely on data that are public. So you can use a blockchain Oracle and trigger a smart contract. So the way that insurance works is that we collect liquidity from different liquidity providers, and then this liquidity gets collected into a liquidity pool. And then the liquidity pool acts as a traditional underwriter. So once a policy is sold, we lock some certain capital to simulate what AXA or Alliance does. So that part is a smart contract, so we are able to reduce a lot of the cost.
I'm Anderson, and I'm the founder and CEO of DevPocket. And we built two things. The first one is DevPocket, and it's a crypto wallet app for the crypto user to manage his he or her cryptocurrency and use all kind of dev and DeFi on Ethereum and other blockchain. And we have another wallet called Kabu, and it's a more simple wallet app that for the user, they want to earn passive income. So they can purchase USDC through credit card or bank transfer, and then use the USDC to deposit in different DeFi protocols. And we help them to save the gas and to do it more simple. So we work with Idle, with Yearn to provide different kind of DeFi products. And we recently got acquired. And that's it.
So yeah, I'm the founder of CryptoZen. It's a all-in-one crypto asset management application, a dApp, which is a multi-blockchain. So you can manage your assets on any blockchain in the dApp and also access the DeFi space, like swapping, yield earning, bridging. We are gonna do our IDO in the next couple of weeks, but you can already join us on CryptoZen.ninja and join our governance model to earn Ninja rewards. So yeah, let's talk about the DeFi space a little bit. First of all, what do you guys think what the future of the permissionless DeFi space will be? So let me just give a quick kind of explanation. Permissionless versus centralized is basically that if you have a permissionless blockchain application, you can use it without logging in. You can basically use it by connecting your private wallet. So what do you guys think of the future of that?
Yeah, I'm very positive on the future of DeFi. You can see right now the TLV on the different DeFi project has reached almost $80 billion. So what's happening is the fact that this DeFi project don't need to comply with many regulation means that they can act in a much faster way. So they can iterate much faster, then they can create products that are tackling some parts of the world that right now are unbanked or can access any type of financial product. So that is something extremely exciting.
Okay, so I think it's a very interesting question. So I have 2 points. The first one is from my experience. I doing some blockchain stuff since 6 years ago, and at that time we are building blockchain technology, and it's a permission blockchain technology. So we do something on Bitcoin blockchain, and we provide the enterprise and help them build some application. And eventually, it's not work. No one like that. Even those banks or corporate, they don't like that. They only do a POC, and they will not using it anymore. So the first thing is, I think, permission and add blockchain does not work, and I don't like that. And the second thing is that we are doing wallet, right? And right now we are doing, we provide the on-ramp service, so we do the KYC. And KYC is very, very difficult. So, and also the on-ramp is very difficult. You need to deal with the chargeback and whatever. And the KYC, then you need to deal with many customers' problems. So I don't think that if you need to do a permission blockchain, then that means or permission application, that means you need to know your customer you need to do some censorship, and that's so difficult and very boring. So I don't think DeFi service like to do that. So I don't think that not work. That's not work. So I think the future will be the responsibility for the regulation or compliance will be done for the exchange and wallet. And the DeFi, they should focus on the innovation to provide better DeFi products and empower the wallet and exchange. That's my point.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're all three on that. Being in the DeFi space, that we are for permissionless, like innovation and access for users, obviously. Personally, I also seen around the world. I lived in different places around the world, and I think a lot of cultures inherently they want to have this kind of permissionless access for their privacy. So I think culturally speaking, there's definitely demand for that as well. So hopefully regulators will allow that, at least for the non-fiat on and off-ramp DeFi projects. Secondly, as probably most of the audience knows, there are a lot of blockchains out there, a lot of layer 2 solutions, a lot of alternatives to Ethereum. What do you guys think of a DeFi as a DeFi project? How should you deal with the growing amount of blockchains?
So the fact of having different type of blockchain, and most of these blockchains are EVM compatible, is something pretty good, because you can deploy an application in different in different networks and take advantage of the users there. So what happens sometimes is not the marketing messages of this kind of blockchain that say they have a low transaction fee. So that can be used as a kind of test of the product, with the expectation that the major blockchain like Ethereum, they will have a reduction of the fee, so you can move the project. So it's pretty good to have the ability to launch a system in many different types of blockchain.
Okay, short question for Marco. Which blockchain do you use right now?
So right now the system is coded on Solidity, so we're planning to use that. But we're leveraging Celo blockchain. So Celo is a new blockchain, and they got founded in San Francisco, and then they're targeting emerging markets. That we use the BSC to get to test the product.
Okay. Okay. So I actually have no bias for different blockchains. I like Ethereum. Most of my cryptocurrency are Ethers, and what I think about these things is I think it's actually good things. Is more blockchains mean more opportunities. So one thing I see is that many people might think that there are all same people that are using DeFi on Ethereum, on Solana, on BSC. They're all same people. But I think that's not the truth. That there are some new guys. They come to use DeFi and they use BSC or they use Solana since they are more cheaper. They can harvest all day, and they are not using Ethereum because it's too expensive. So I think there are actually new users. They are acquired by Solana and BSC. So if I'm doing a DeFi app right now, I will put it on all legit blockchains like Ethereum, BSC, and Solana. I think that I can acquire more users, and I think there are no conflicts between those blockchains.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think for DeFi projects, it is a really good opportunity for user acquisition. A lot of those blockchains have their own programs for marketing, increasing adoption, so we should all work together and integrate as much as possible. So what do you think in general? In DeFi there's a lot of competition, a lot of innovation. How do you guys deal with that high amount of competition in DeFi?
Okay, my short answer is just put down a license on your code, like Uniswap. I think it works.
Yeah, right now, yes, there's a lot of amount of competition also because the market is a bull market. So generally, with the experience in 2017, I saw when there's a bull market, a lot of people take and copy codes to launch different projects. So I think that one with a bear market is gonna be reduced as a kind of problem. And then the thing is that you have, I think, the composability of the DeFi is something super cool. So it will allow people to focus on a very specific type of application. So very specific type of application like require a very knowledgeable team. So I think that one is like a kind of it's a diversification that can help to fight competition.
Yeah, I think also from the marketing perspective, it's important that you have your own vision, your own angle for your project, a strong community, create loyalty among your community with your token, for example. Which also leads me to the next question, which is the governance model. What role do you think plays the governance model in a DeFi project, and how to integrate it in the best way?
Yeah, governance is interesting because essentially open up the possibility to have a fast iteration from the user. So you give your initial user like your governance token, and then you're able to iterate and then let them decide their roadmap. So that's something like that wasn't around before. That is pretty interesting to have. With that said, like governance right now has a lot of issues. So people don't have the right incentive to vote, and then they have a lot of passive type of token holders. So that's something that needs to be solved. And sometimes like the voting requires like some like a specific knowledge of the protocol. So sometimes you don't want to allow everyone to vote because it might be create a lot of troubles in the protocol itself.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think the current governance model is okay that you vote on a snapshot, and it's okay. But the problem is that I see the participation rate for the token holder to participate in the governance is very low, since the protocol they give away many tokens to acquire users, and those users, they will not care about what you are doing. They just want to dump your token sometime or many times. So I think it should be improved. It's too simple right now. Like one thing I think we can do is that like the current company, there are different kind of shares. There are some normal share and some preferred share. So some share they cannot vote. They can only like just earn some profit, and some share they can vote. So I think it's reasonable that we issue token and different kind of token that you give the normal token to the user. They cannot vote, and you feed the token they can vote for your team and investors. So yeah, that's my things.
Yeah, I also think just in general, I think it's a great way to give your users some way to steer your project, also for the project owners to kind of go in the direct way or in the way that your users actually want. But yeah, of course, like my panel members are saying, it can be tricky, so maybe a light model is definitely an interesting alternative not to give too much power to the voters, but still allow them to have some participation. So I have the final question here. What do you guys think are the most important success factors for DeFi projects?
Yeah, like I think community is very important for the DeFi projects. So the ability to attract communities and let them stay within your project. So right now, like this kind of thing is complicated at the moment because in the bull market, like you have people that come and farm, so they move across different type of projects. But I believe like essentially like you're gonna reward projects that are being building for a long time, so they are committed for the long term, and then like create trust in the project. So if you check Aave or other type of protocols that are doing very well, they've been building products for like years now. So they created a lot of trust from the user, then and like they were able to maintain those kind of users. So community, I think, is important.
Right, and my short answer is that you need to have a token with good price, right? This is a short answer, but I actually think that yeah, I know marketing and token communities, they are important, but I think the most important thing should be the product. You should keep do innovations. You can keep building better product, better solution. Like Uniswap, they provide a V2, and it's very interesting to see their V2. So I think they are a very good example. They are not take many time to promote their token or build something short term to pump their price. So I think this is the most important thing. Just build better product, and so you will acquire more user and more DeFi protocol will integrate with you.
Absolutely, be agile, be quick with your development, be up to speed with the rest of the innovations happening, integrate where possible. Make it easy UX, UI, of course, for the users, and good marketing, like a good token with a good model behind it. Yeah, actually, that's pretty much it from our side. Amber, what?
Okay.